Hello, everyone. So today we have Nageshwari with us from Chennai. She worked as an HR personnel with a company for the last 25 years, and since last 6 months, she has opened her own consulting firm. So welcome, Nageshwari.
Welcome. Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you so much.
So Nageshwari, she joined our advanced program in on 5th of December 2021, and since then she is an active member of our community. So let's hear from her how she has benefited from this program. Over to you, Nageshwari.
Thank you so much, doctor. First, I would like to start with tons of thanks to both Dr. Sujata and Amishi. And as far as naturopathy is concerned, I'm so happy to say that, I've hit 100% adherence in terms of all the steps that was told, whether it is sun bath, sun gazing, the Hunza tea, enema methods, wet pack, diet, everything has been put in place. And the good thing is that I didn't have any trouble moving up in terms of the stages. And I've already lost 5.5 kgs in 30 days, feeling very light. There's so much of inch loss. This has never happened. For the past 10 years, I'm struggling with weight issues. I'm a thyroid patient with a whole lot of ailments. All of that just started to get sorted out as I moved up to the class. And I've been struggling even with acid reflux for the past 4 5 years. In fact, I had a surgery also done in my vocal cord. That got sorted out in just 2 days with the ashwad. And if I have to look back, I was leading a very disorganized life, is what I would say. But after moving to naturopathy, I'm so happy. It's a natural way, a right way of living is what I'm doing now. And I look into all the programs and I find that, there is solution for everything. There is solution for everybody. So my lens to life itself, health has changed. And what Dr. Sujata often says is, you have to eat to live. So that is something which stuck very strongly to my head, and I started to push everybody around. So everybody takes Hunza, everybody takes Ashwad at home, and I'm pushing people to get into that enema method, sweat pack, everything. And it's not very tough to follow. Initially, I was very scared when I attended the first program that, my God, how am I going to adopt? So it was just not at all tough and very foolproof way. And to all the women out there and men also, the kitchen work gets very simplified if you live this kind of a life. It's not at all time consuming to cook such food because there's not so much of cooking also, first of all, involved. And I have said goodbye to, I think, 99% of the long-term ailments that I was actually struggling. And if I have to sum up, I'm very happy, peaceful. And it's not just that today, because I've been asked in a formal interview that I have to say everything good about Food and Cure, but everything that I've said is actually coming from my heart. And I'm feeling very peaceful from the time I've got into this program. And now I have made up my goal that, if there is a mechanism in Food and Cure to become a health coach or a wellness coach, I'm looking at opportunity to jump into and become a wellness coach and start talking about this to everybody. So this is where I am. And if there's anything specific questions that we ask, I'm open. But otherwise, 100% benefiting from naturopathy. And I think this is the way to live. And I think it's high time we have to move to such a way of living. That's where I'm, doctor.
And Nageshwari, what about the other family members? Have they also started? And were there some issues or challenges that you faced with your family members starting with this naturopathy?
Yes, initially the first week with Ashcott, my daughter immediately she started to take from the day two. She was very keen. My cook also jumped into all that and she started to take. My mother for a day or two she was actually disturbed. She said, I'm going to get cold. I already have comorbidity, etc. So I said, you try. Nothing is going to happen. I explained to her about the happy disease, etc. She started to take, and the beauty is that otherwise she'll be all the time coughing and all that. Now it has almost stopped. 99% of the time, I never see her coughing. And in South India, you have all this kashayam and all those things, which is so complicated to make, and you have to go and search 30 herbs to put and all dry herbs, wet. Nothing, all that I told her to just dump it out. I said Ashcott is going to help, and she started to take all of them. I think two of them out of the three had constipation issues that got sorted out in just one day. My daughter has been struggling with constipation for the past 4 or 5 years. So that got sorted out just in one day, doctor. And then Hunza tea we started to take. We have stopped buying milk. The third day we stopped buying milk. Now everybody takes Hunza tea. We don't even add the jaggery. We are just taking without jaggery. And people started telling at home that they've started to take this Hunza. They don't feel like even going back to tea and coffee. I am a perennial black coffee drinker. I think I told this during the sessions also. And 5th December, I attended the session. First thing to try was Hunza because it was already evening and Ashcott we had to try the next day. So immediately we got everything. Hunza we tried. I didn't go back to black coffee from 5th December, trust me. I never had the temptation. Otherwise, all the time I'll have this coffee cup and it used to have black coffee. Now it has Hunza. I'm only drinking Hunza tea. Ashcott we started from the next day and we have not missed even for a single day. And the same week I moved to detox roti, the sabzi, everything. Enema I took around 1.5 weeks, but that also has fallen in place now. My daughter also takes enema every day and she's been on heavy psychiatric medicine. So all the more I was very keen that she takes enema, and she also is giving very good feedback. I got my wet pack last week and started to use that also. Sun bath, sun gazing, we started doing from the third or the fourth day itself. So now everywhere, everything has been set in place. So nowadays, questions during the session are only to correct if I'm making any mistakes, fine tuning, etc. is what is happening. So there were little challenge, but somehow at my home it was not so challenging. People were ready to adopt because they started to see the benefits and they're very shocked that I've lost 5.5 kgs in just a matter of 30 days and I'm not feeling weak. I feel very light and energetic. So they're all now eager to try everything, salad, everything with me. So that is where I'm, doctor. I'm in a very comfortable spot as far as my health and life is concerned. Everything that you taught, no, doctor, has been mind-boggling. And when you tell that, that's when I realized, my God, it's all so simple, and we've been so away from that kind of a life. And the sun is free. Sun is freely available. So much of vegetables is there around us. And why are we not taking advantage of all that? Simple things, and the time that you actually have to spend in the kitchen also is coming down so much. Only if everybody at house start to follow, I think the refrigerator is now almost khali because we don't keep anything there. Vegetables we are buying every day, we use it, and nothing gets pushed to the next time of food also. I remember you telling that aapke ghar mein, if there is leftover food, you serve it to the cattle,
Mm.
somehow you finish it. So all that I started to tell that if she can do it, why can't I mean we also do? So baki khana we don't keep in the refrigerator. Refrigerator is literally empty. I think I'll reach a situation when I won't require the refrigerator. So that's the kind of change I'm seeing at home. And for me, mind-boggling is the long-term ailments that I got rid of. And I'm really looking forward. Just now, trust me, just before the discussion started, my daughter was asking me as to when is the next program and can I become a health coach is what she was asking me. So I said, why not? You can also go and speak about all that. And Ashcott started to help her. She used to have depression bouts very often, doctor, but after this Ashcott, she hardly had once, and so much of improvement in terms of her health also. She's lost a lot of weight, so I'm a little concerned about that, and I want to put her in the program as such. Thank you so
So
much, Dr. and Amit.
thank you, Nageshwari, for sharing such a beautiful experience. So this was her experience with naturopathy, and I once again thanks Nageshwari for sparing some time, sparing her valuable time. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amit.